In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about for each loop. But let's talk about for each loop. And I'm going to talk about array as well. Now, let's hop over to a Visual Studio Code. And we're going to create, as usual, we're going to create for each page. To do that, I'll right click on Root Project and click Add Web Form. I'm going to call this for each and click OK. And select the master page and click OK. Now what we're going to do basically, let's copy all the content here, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and check the for each loop. So I will all over to a text box to save time. I'm going to paste something here. And I'm going to paste this as well. I can break this to the lines now so that it won't cause issue. But when you're entering in browser, it will see it as one. It doesn't really matter if it is one or two. The next thing I'm going to do is to remove all of this. Don't want this again. Now what we want to do is we want to click on output on press. We're going to call this for each loop. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to use for each button as well. Let me name this properly and click on this. Okay. Now what I want to do basically, I want to name a string array, and this array will be months. Notice that this is different from the conventional string we've been using. Months. And this month I want to specify all array inside this month. I want to say January. Now let's hop over to our code so that I can copy all the necessary code from enum. Okay, I'll copy all this and paste it here. It's not going to be like this because it's string. Everything has to be within semicolon. I mean within double quotes. Sorry. I'll show you several ways to declare array, but I just want to talk about string here. So if you can master all these keywords, it will be very easy for you to develop any application. Almost true. And the last but not the least will be December and excellent. Now let me explain this. This array is similar to maybe tablets. You know, in a tablet or drug, maybe sachets of drug. Let's search for sachets. Now let's look for sachet here. Drugs. Okay. Now let me explain this. This is an array. Let me go to Google and search for drug sachet. images. I'm going to use this as an example. Suppose we have something like this. The entire sachet is an array. With your array, you can store values inside of the same data types. Let's say of the same integer. So you store it this way: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 12. We call this an array. An array is like a bucket to store multiple strings or integer or decimal and all that. Let's move to our code. The same thing. This array month stores January, February, March, April of the same data types. You can say this array now to store numbers. No, it's not going to work out because it's different from this array. And the array is declared as string. So I'm going to close this. Now to use our for each loop, there are two ways to do it. I can say output dot test plus equals, after this, that months of 0 dot test dot to string, rather, because it's already in string, so there is only a dot to string, is January. Sorry, plus is January. Now let's hop over to our code and do this. Let's see what we have. I'll go to for each loop and run it in browser. There's an error here, and because I need to build this application, I'm going to click build and refresh again. It's telling me that there's an error here, that there is no stuff called enum button click. So I'll hop over to my Visual Studio Code and look for that error. There's the error because of the event button. It's actually looking for this back server side. So I'm going to close that. I don't need that for now. I'll build it again and refresh this page. Excellent. When I click for each loop, it's going to give me January is January. Okay, I don't want it to be January is January. I want January is 1. January is, I'm going to add plus months dot index dot to string, or better still, let's do it this way. Let's say January. So if I want to get February, it's going to be 2. If I want to get March, it's going to be 3. Okay, so it starts from 0, 1, 2, all that. Now suppose I now have like 5,000 or 10,000 articles or arrays to loop through. Am I going to be writing it one after the other? It's going to wait a lot of time, and of course I'm going to spend a lot of time doing that. Now let's have this and show it before you continue. I'm going to add a new line \n so that you break to another line \n and \n. Now let's build this code and test it. I'm going to press enter. And January, March, April. What about February? Okay, 0 because I omitted this. I need the backslash is not working. Use BR. BR is going to work because we are rendering it to the user. BR is ideal, not backslash. Sorry about that. This will work. Suppose I want to write it. That means if I want to write it for all of this, it's going to be, I'm going to write that way. What if I want to write it for 1,000 or 10,000? Hence, for each loop. To do that, to declare for each loop, I'm going to say for each string month name, you can name it anything, in months begin, then do this for me. So inside the month, I'm going to add this. So inside the month, sorry, I'm going to remove this and this. So this will display all the months for me. For each January, February, March, April. So this will, even if it's going to be 1 million, this can look through it and get the desired result for me. To do that, to check if I'm actually right, I'm going to build my app again and go to this code and run it. Excellent. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. So let's hop over to our browser. I'm going to format this as well and get rid of all of this, because we may not need it again, and get rid of all of this as well. Now, before I get rid of this, I want to do something here. Adding values. I want to use this for integer as well. For each in integer. I'll get rid of this and this, and as well as this. Okay. No, I want user input this time around. So let's validate it. Test mode equals number. Or better still, we're going to use this one for loop. I'm not going to do this. Let's reserve it for loop. So this one will be integer int for each. I'll hop over to the server side. Let's copy this. Output 2. This time around, I want to make this one integer. So if it is integer, I have to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 11, 12. Now, for each, if I want to use for each, this has to be string as well. I mean, integer. This will be integer. Now, what I want to do is I want to sum all of this together. To do that, I'm going to do it this way. I'll call this outside. I'm going to create another integer, total, outside. I will initialize it to 0. So, total plus equals months So when I have it like this, I want this to sum together, all of this, sum together as a total and pass it here. So I don't need this. I'm going to say so this will give the summation of all of this. Now let's test our code and go to browser. I'm going to click this and the summation is 78. This works fine as well. In the next video, we're going to be dealing with more of loop, control structure, and many others. Classes, method. Thank you.